Hey guys, Nancy Faye here, Modern Day Pilgrim. I hope you're having a fabulous day today. Well, welcome back to my channel. Well, here we are back in the van and I'm getting ready to go on an adventure. I'm gonna go rock hunting. I'm gonna head to Lake Michigan and Lake Superior. And I'm sorry about the shades, but doggone it, the sun is burning my retinas out. So I have to wear sunglasses. It's crazy, beautiful, bright out today. No complaints. But anyhow, I want to show you what I have going on in the van here, and I got something new and I want to share that with you, and also how I tie down my table bed. So let's get into it. So let's go through the van. I'll show you exactly what I'm taking on this road trip. I've got my Bouge RV 21-quart portable refrigerator. I love this thing. Everything in my van, I do have the links in the description box if you're interested, so you can check that out. There's nothing in this fridge now, but soon it will be full of all my best things. Here is my Picron E600 LFP battery, which will be powering my refrigerator, and not to mention my Keurig machine. We'll get into that in a minute. This little tray here, I love this thing. I got a bad rap on this from somebody recently on one of my videos, and basically they just totally ragged on it. It was not a very nice comment, but I did respond in love because that is how I roll. And I want to assure everybody that this here is wood in here. This is not cardboard, and it is very sturdy. And yes, this has a little play in here, and let's talk about why. Because not everybody sits straight up, right? So if the seat was tilted forward, this would go right next to the seat. But because the seat is tilted back, this is moved away here. Now, there are other people who actually sit with their seat back even further, which means this would come even further off the seat. But guess what? When you put your item on it, the back is going to hug up next to the seat here, and then you can adjust your straps to make your tray completely level for whatever position you want your seat in, and I hope that was clear. So this is a great product. I got it for $10 at Aldi, and you could check it out on Amazon as well. There's probably a few out there that are similar. Anyhow, I've got my fan here. This is a USB powered, or I should say charged, so you power it and charge it through here, little USB cord here, and this thing runs between 4, 6, and 9 hours, on high for 4 hours, medium 6, and on low for about 9 hours. And it's really important to have circulation in your van. If it's cold out and you have to have your windows up, you still could point this toward the ceiling or angled and just turn it on low and just have air circulating around your van. And yeah, we don't want to be sitting in stagnant air, right? Okay, this chair, I'm going to be bringing this one. Last time I brought my T-Sec chair. This is a dual purpose chair. It's for inside my van, outside my van. I don't see the need to bring two different chairs. I only need one. In and out of the van it goes, and it works perfectly. And I can fold it up and set it aside if I need more space in here. So love that chair. Underneath here, let me show you what I've got. I'm going to pull all of this up here so you can see. This is my trunk organizer. It's from Drive. Everything in my van, all the links will be in the description box below the video, so you can check that out. This is my sleeping bag. It won't go here. It'll actually go up there, and that is my new item that I want to talk about. I got a new toilet. We're going to talk about that in a minute. But anyhow, back here. So that's just sitting in there for now. This is where my clothing is going to go, all up here, and you might not think that's a lot of space, but I don't require a lot of clothes. And because I only bring pretty much one pair of jeans, and all my other clothes are like sport clothes that fold up really small, you can fit a ton of clothing in here. And I'll have sweatshirts and my undergarments and all, socks and all that will go over here. This over here is going to be my utility bin. This is a heater I have. These are the 1-pound canisters of propane I use, carbon monoxide detector, which I absolutely need, and you must keep your windows cracked when you're using any kind of propane in your vehicle. But this is a great bin altogether. It has these mesh compartments, can you see there? All around, all these mesh compartments all around this except for the very back, but you can really fit a lot of things in here for storage. This bag right here is my medium for my toilet that we'll talk about in a little bit. These are horse pellets, and I went from cat litter to horse pellets, just all around better. very happy with that switch. Back here, I've got my Jackery Explorer 500 battery. That's going to be my secondary battery, or I actually may bring my Blue Eddy. I'm not sure. My Blue Eddy is a 300, I believe, and I'm not sure which one I'm going to bring. It's either one of the two, but I have that one in here right now. Let's talk about my bed real quick. This is a 4-foot Lifetime table bed. As you can see, I have it supported here, but I highly recommend everybody who uses this 4-foot table bed to have supports on each leg and center. Whether you're using PVC or wood or what, I don't know, but you should, and really it's a must to make sure you support all these legs and reinforce this table bed. So this is a 4-foot table that fits between the walls here, but the bed itself from window to window is 67 inches. So 5 feet 7 inches long is the bed. I am 5'2", so this fits me perfectly. And I love this setup because it gives me a ton of room in my van camper here. All right, let's open the front door here. Up here, as you can see, is empty at the moment, but this area here will be for all my shoes and boots for rock hunting. And I use the back of my seat here as a coat rack. All my jackets and my vests, they just hang here. Of course, my backpack will go up here. My idea is to have this space completely free of clutter because I just do better in a clutter-free zone, basically. I just do better in a clutter-free area. And I like it to be crisp and clean and clutter-free. Less is more. Bring what you need, not what you think you might need just in case, because that is where the clutter begins, and we do not want to be cluttery van campers. So again, all my shoes will be here. This will be my coat rack. All my coats go here. Let's open the trunk and see what we got going on here. All right, this is what we have going on back here. I am going to be bringing my camping kitchen for this adventure. And this was given to me by my neighbor next door, Beth. Her grandfather built it and took it on all his adventures. And it had been handed down to her brother and then to her, and then she was so gracious and gave it to me. So a lot of you know this because I mentioned it many times, but in case you're just joining me, this was gifted to me by my neighbor, and I'm just so grateful for it. But anyhow, this kitchen here holds my stove. This is similar to like one of those Coleman stoves. It's just a different brand. But I keep my matches up here, my fire extinguisher spray here, lighter, and this is the little apparatus that connects onto here. So you can hook your gas canister up. You see that down there, this green one right here. But these are just the basics. I don't need much when I go camping. I really just bring what I need, and I don't overthink it. So I have very, very basic things in here. A couple soups that I'll end up eating. This is my MSR stove. We'll talk about that on my adventure. I'll do another video about that possibly. But this is the little gas canister that hooks up to that. I have a little hot pad for my pan if I'm cooking, and a little mitt, and just basic things. This is my stevia sugar here. I think I have some cinnamon back there. And under here, my Keurig coffee pods, little garbage bags, my cleaning solution, and containers and dish soap. Over here we have my little pan, paperware, my little ladle. I love this thing. My kids get me the best stuff. This is the Loch Ness ladle. Don't you just love it? My kids know me so well. I got the biggest kick out of this. I love this thing. So it's just a ladle that looks like the Loch Ness Monster. All right, who doesn't love that? And I love bringing these sorts of things because they remind me of my family when I'm on the road. Up here we have paper products once again, and some napkins. Let's see what we have in here. This is my utensil drawer. I've got my forks, knives, and kind of a big stirring spoon, some scissors here. I have a few plasticware items here, but you know what? These really aren't for me. These are actually in case I'm somewhere and somebody needs a fork. I know it's crazy, but it happens, and you never know also who you're going to run into. One time I was at a beach, and craziest thing ever, this lady comes up to me and asks me, would you by any chance have a wine opener? And this thing is a wine opener here, and it came with this kitchen that Beth gave me, and I was thinking, well, gosh, I'm not a wine drinker, but I kind of feel like I remember one in this kitchen drawer. I go back in there, and lo and behold, this woman was the happiest. Oh my goodness, she was so happy. So I helped her with her wine bottle, and off I went. So you never know who you're going to encounter on your road trips, and who you're going to bless, or who might even bless you. But anyhow, this is my kitchen. This box here will be for staples, any kind of canned goods like garbanzo beans or whatever. Even if I have bread, it'll all go in here. Anything that is a food item that isn't in my refrigerator will go in here. And just so you know, I don't bring anything more that can fit in this container. That's another thing that I want to bring up to everybody. I'm very thoughtful on not overdoing it with not just clothing, but food as well. So I allot a space for something, and this is allotted for food only. And when this is full, game over, right? I don't have another bag, oh, I couldn't fit it in there and I shove it somewhere. I don't do that. This bin is all I'm bringing for food. And the reason I do that is because it just keeps the clutter down in my van, and that is really, really important to me, to have no clutter in the van. It just makes me feel at peace and comfortable. My Keurig, we talked about that. So this Keurig, when it is heating the water that is being pulled out of here, so it only gets 12 ounces of water, and when you hit this button and turn it on and all that, then the water sucks out, and then the little reservoir in there starts heating up the water, and that is when the peak power pull comes, and I think it's 1475, but that Peakron ELF 600 battery held its own with this Keurig, and it had no problem heating the water in this Keurig so I could have a nice hot cup of coffee. The Peakron has a 1200 watt inverter, and it worked out really well with this here Keurig. My water back here. This is my paper towel holder and my paper towel. My paper towel holder here hooks on to those two little white loops right there. And when I'm out and about, I'll show you how that works. But that's all I have back here, and I like it this way. Less is more. Okay, let's quickly talk about how I tie down my table bed. My neighbor is having some trees cut down, and the tree trimmer guys with the chainsaws and all the business just pulled up, so I'm gonna move on real quick here. I'm gonna pull this up. 1 second there. Okay, so as you can see, this van has an anchor here and an anchor here. So this one has a loop on it. I basically loop it through. You can see that. I run my cord through the table leg here, behind this bar here, all the way to the other side. I'm gonna pull this up for a second. I'm gonna put this down. And you can see it's running through that table leg right there, behind this bar. And then I have it anchored right here. So this here is attached all the way around the legs to here. So if I were to slam on the brakes, this bed is not going anywhere. Okay, that's how I tie down that bed. Therefore, if this bed isn't going anywhere, this isn't going anywhere. Or basically anything here. Now everything under the bed, I could probably do better at tying that down. I've got a couple ideas. I'm gonna make a video about that too. So that's that. That is how I tie down the table bed. Over here, my chair, my window covers. Let me move this over because I want to show you this toilet I got. Look at this thing. I got it on Marketplace. Let me see if I can pull it out. There we go. So I was thinking about getting one of these, but I wasn't quite sure if I wanted something that was a solid stand-up toilet for space reasons. You know, I just like not to have a ton of stuff in here. But this was right by my house. It was on Marketplace, and it was like for 25 bucks. Are you even kidding me right now? So let's check it out. It is an actual commode. It's 11 inches high. This right here, let me put this up real quick so I can have a little bit of room. That's another great thing. See, my tray doesn't have to be down all the time. If I want it up, I can put it up. Now I have space here. So this here is the toilet paper holder. Gotta love that, right? And in the night, if you need to use the restroom or whatever, there's even a lid here if you need it. So that's kind of nice. So my medium would go in here. Let me just show you and take this bag out. So there is a little bucket in here, okay? Sits in here. Your bag goes back in it. And your medium, which was the horse pellets in the blue bag there, that's gonna go in here. And you're gonna use this just like a regular toilet. Are you even kidding me right now? And with this particular setup, it's actually perfect. There's no reason that I can't have this sort of a toilet in this van setup. I think it's gonna be a perfect fit and a great addition to my van camping adventures. Yeah. So anyhow, let me get that put away real quick. All right, it's all put away. Here are my window covers. These are my brand new window covers I got from So Cozy. They are the Insulated complete blackout with screens, and I'm really, really excited to use these on this adventure. And I will be stealth camping, by the way, so that's gonna be a lot of fun. Some places, I think I kind of know where I'm going, and as I travel, I don't know. I don't really know what it looks like. I actually never really know unless I book a campground in advance, which I normally only do when I have my granddaughter. So I don't know. My stealth camping though is going to be fun because I'm going to be able to see how these window covers work, and I'm really excited about that. And what else? I think that is all. Well, anyhow, I hope this video was helpful to you and informative. If you have any questions about my setup or thoughts, please don't hesitate to drop a comment. I'd love to connect with you all. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel, like and share everything I learn. I like to share with you, and in turn, you can share with your friends. All right, that is it. You guys have a fantastic day. I will catch you later, and I'll see you on the road.